Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. So in the last part we did some Belgemine stuff, and we also did some Remium Temple stuff. And in this part we're going to be showing off the last kind of side questy thing to do in the Camlands, which is the Monster Arena, which is here. So this is a training area that the Lord Mihen constructed for the Crusaders. Hone your battle skills by fighting fiends gathered from all over Spira. But they all got away because he screwed up. So basically, this is almost like Pokemon. I kind of gotta catch them all sort of a quest. So you can do as much or as little of this as you want, pretty much. Like, it is a side quest. It's potentially one of the largest side quests in the game if you want to do everything in it. Because basically, what happens is you... Yeah, sure, I'll go for it. Alright, I'll do it. So basically, we need to, where should I even start explaining? Maybe I should just let him explain it. So basically what we can do is capture 10 of, the enormity of the side quest is to capture 10 of every different kind of monster that there is in, Spira. So yeah, I know you told me this. So let's see the weapon. So he wants us to catch 10 of every type of monster in all of Spira, and to get us started to unlock the rest of the game. What we've got, the rest of the idea of it is he wants us to capture one of every type of monster in the Camlands. So there are like different sorts of abilities that divide it up. So what I'm going to do here, I need to decide which ones I want to get. I think what I want to get is like the Tidus one, just for his speed, and then like the Auron one just for his strength and power. So I'm going to go ahead with that for the time being. Yep. Just 2 of them, and that's all. So what he'd like us to do first, and I'm just going to ability. No, I don't want to use abilities. Customize. That's what I want to do. So where are my ones that I have equipped? Hunter's Spear, Beastmaster. That's it. So what I'd like to do is I'd like to equip Piercing on that, just because it'll make my life a whole lot easier, and it only takes like 1 level 2 key sphere. So where's Tidus's one that I got, the Taming Sword? Now what do I want to put onto that? Sensor probably wouldn't be that bad, to be honest. What I might go ahead and wait. Do I really want to use one of those? No, not really, because it's just 2. One of the things I'd like to put on it is Death Strike or Death Touch, or one of those kind of things. Sensor might be useful just for the time being, to be able to see what are we actually, and it only costs 2 ability spheres, just to be able to see how much HP they have left. Because what we want to do, we want either Tidus or Auron to be the one who deals the final blow, is basically what we need to happen, which can be easier said than done. And that's why I kind of like to pick the 2 of them, because Auron has kind of good survivability. He can take a lot of hits while we're kind of going about this nonsense. Of trying to get them captured. And Tidus, I like to have him just because of his ability to hit fast enemies, because Auron is never going to be able to hit, for example, those dogs or lizards or any of those kind of things. So I'm actually going to get off the chocobo up here in this top left hand corner. We might as well do that in this video, just try and capture one of every monster in the Camlands, so you can get kind of a flavor for it. Now it isn't it isn't really rocket science. There are some enemies that are easier to catch than others. Obviously oh great, great. We start off with this big boy here, 27,000 HP. I wonder, can we actually just push it to sleep? That would be great. Do you know what I might do? I might just use Hastiga right now.
Let's end this quickly.
And what I'd love to do is just get haste on what I want to do is see if I can. I wonder if you can just sleep him. Like, is he weak against sleep? No, he's immune, of course. Special. Armor break, mental break, magic break. No, there's no point in doing that. I'm just gonna get Lulu out here right now and start going ham. Because these guys, they're no joke. What I'd kind of like is I'd like haste on Lulu and also on Yuna just in case I need it. So we want fire. So eyes. No, not that. That's not what I wanted. No, it doesn't even matter anymore. That's really not what I wanted. When did I get so bad at doing that? Still didn't do bad damage. 5,000 more than Waka would have done otherwise. Okay, good. He didn't do bad breath. He can do a bad breath attack as well, which just like, how much HP does he have now? 18,000. I'm just gonna get like haste on Lulu just so that she's able to be doing quite a lot of attacks. I might as well get Riku out here to go ahead and mug. Why are skill and special two different things? I will never understand that. Like it's one thing that's very, very difficult for me to understand is like, why is like, are some attacks included under skill and some of them included under ability? Did I already attack with Auron? I think I did. I think Yuna and Kamari are like the only two that I actually need to go ahead and do something with at the moment. So we're getting it down there. The thing is, like, a battle against one of these things, just like now, a battle against one of these things can go to hell in a handbasket really fucking quickly. Okay, so Tida's poisoned and confused is probably like the worst thing that could happen. So basically, and they're all poisoned and confused. Don't do that, Lulu, please.
Oh.
What are you going to do now? And he's silenced now, so basically what I need to do is get Yuna in here right the fuck now and get Asuna on Titus, because he has darkness slow poison. It gets it's the whole 9 yards basically. Don't do bad breath again, asshole. And she's still poisoned, and this is gonna kill her right now because she's gonna take like crazy damage. Okay, so how much does he even have left? He doesn't even have haste anymore, because of he doesn't even have haste anymore because of he doesn't even have haste anymore because of because the thing used slow on him. And does Lulu not have like there's no point in getting like haste going right now. I'll just hope that it doesn't use bad breath on the next turn. Thank you so much. I'll probably go for Lulu though and kill her. Yep. What did I tell you? I'm just gonna keep her up to like her HP up just so that she can get in on the Experian. So Kiora, is this even worth it? If that thing uses bad breath once more, then I'm dead. Maybe I could just go for Auron and try and get the final blow in on that thing. Go for it. Yes. I'm glad I thought of that.
No time to waste. Let's go.
I was worried that I was worried that like on the next turn it would go ahead and use bad breath and then I'd be dead again. So that's the Malbra, which is probably like, I'm glad that I got that out of the way first, because that's probably one of the most difficult battles that you can get tangled up in here on the Camlands, let alone trying to capture it, because you're just not doing as much damage as you normally would. Him and the ogre, as I say, they're the two ones that you're going to have trouble with potentially. And speak of the devil.
We'll get through this.
Yeah, we'll just get rid of one of these things first. Get him captured. Okay, so that's one of them done. And now I'm not really sure. So darkness doesn't work on him. We've established that. He is weak against like
Let's end this.
against fire, isn't he? Yeah. So we might as well start getting that going, just to start whittling down his HP. I might actually go ahead and use Power Break on him with Orin, just to be able to mitigate some of that damage if that actually works. No, he's immune. Of course he's immune. I'm just going to go ahead and use Slice and Dice, because they'll probably destroy that that scroll, that wolf thing, and it'll get in some good hits on him as well. Jeez, that's getting crazy damage on him. Oh yeah, go ahead and kill Lulu, why don't you? Okay, so one more hit will probably do it for him. There we go. And I don't really care about the experience, I'm just going to get Kimahri in here and see if Kimahri can take him out. No, of course not. And now we captured another one. So basically his stipulation is, and I never explained this, but you can either capture like one of every. So monsters are divided up into types, if you know what I mean. So there are like dog enemies and blob enemies, flan enemies, and I'm gonna get out in this top left hand corner because I don't need the Malbra anymore. I only need like the coral and things, and those bees. So I'm just gonna get out of here while I still can. And there are different prizes depending on whether you capture one of each of a set. So if you capture all the dog enemies, then you get a prize. If you capture all the enemies from the Camlands, you get a prize. If you capture 10 of every one of the enemies, then you get a different prize. Oh my god, I'd forgotten about these things. I'd completely forgotten about them. The Chimera Brain. Vulnerable to threaten, darkness, and silence. Okay, perfect. Well, we might as well try and get that going, so... Attack. I'm just gonna go ahead and attack. I'm just gonna get Waka in here. Skill Silence Buster. And that actually does good damage as well. Geez, 3,000. It's nothing to sneeze at. I'd completely forgotten these enemies exist. Okay, so fire and water aren't going to do much damage to them. I might as well go ahead and try and get Threaten going.
I foresee no difficulty.
Skill, special, Threaten. Threaten this guy.
Do not move.
Love it. So now this shouldn't give us too much more difficulty. One more attack from Waka just to soften him up, and then Tidus should be able to capture him. So that's him captured. Let's get Riku out here just to mug him a little bit. Ice Gem, okay, well that's handy. Yeah, go on, take him out. I don't really even care anymore. Mari, what have you been doing lately? Not much. And Yuna, you haven't done anything. And who else? Well, Lulu didn't get to do anything yet. Might as well use we might as well use her overdrive. Is there any point in actually going ahead and saving it? haven't done this in so long. And I'll just do one more attack with Kimari and then I'll go ahead and threaten. Which is just, I'm glad the game actually went ahead and told me that they're susceptible against that, susceptible to that.
You don't want to move.
These aren't the droids you're looking for. Just because that completely destroyed him.
Enough.
Oh, we captured another one just because I took him out with
That's how
Orin.
it's
Okay.
done.
Yeah, that is how it's done. We pretty much smoked those two guys. So that's pretty. I'm glad I got to show you off those 3 battles because they're probably the 3 more difficult ones. The other enemies that you kind of go up against here are pretty much the standard ones, the coworlds and the coworlds and the bees and the, just trying to think, the coworlds, the bees, the flans. That's pretty much all you have to deal with otherwise. So what I might do is I might go ahead and get them off screen. And in the next part we'll have caught one of every type of monster in the Camlands, unless there's another monster I forgot about that I need to show you guys, but I don't think there is. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye now. 2 1 2 1 2 1 2